Hey, what's up guys? Eric Temple here at Amp Fitness. What I'm going to talk about today are two quick ideas involving the deadlift and concerns to keeping the bar in close to your body. And this is usually a question and concern with most people when they feel like the bar might be getting away from them in the deadlift. Okay, so the first thing that a coach might do is try to get the bar in closer to someone's body via upper back, lat tension, and then pulling the bar into their body. And what I'm going to say first is the bar will always go where it needs to be and where it wants to be to maximize your leverages in the lift. And that's usually right over the middle of the foot. Okay, so if you keep resisting the bar and resisting your body's going to resist you back and fight back, and the bar is going to fight you back. Okay, so again, if you try to do it via lat tension, upper back tension, as soon as you push with 600 pounds in your hands, whoop, it's going to pull you right back to where your body naturally wants to be. Okay, so instead of trying to fix it via the upper back, lat tension, and pulling it into your body with your arms, try to do it by adjusting your hip position first. Start with the bar over the middle of the foot. Conventional, you might have to go up or down with the hips. Sumo, it's usually down maybe with the hips and a little bit forward, and then push and see what happens. Instead of doing it via the lats. Because again, the bar is always going to go where it wants to be or where it needs to be, and that's over the middle of the foot. And it might feel like it's getting away from your body because you're trying to pull the bar behind the middle of your foot, and that's not where the bar wants to be. That's not necessarily where your body wants to be either. Second thing is quit trying to resist flexion. We see a lot of good deadlifters. Steve Goggins, one of my favorite, he talks about long arms. Think of your arms as Stretch Armstrong. Trust your body and push. We see Benedict Magnuson, right? Best deadlifter of all time. Deadlifted over 1,000 pounds, and these guys have rounded backs, but I don't necessarily think people try to have a rounded back. It happens because of what they do with their legs and what they don't do with their back. Okay, so if you're trying to resist flexion, this is what it looks like. This is a holding pattern that we see with people that have injured their backs before, right? When they go to bend over at the waist, they try not to flex their spine, so they go into this high threshold strategy because they feel like that's a threat to their system. Now, if we're teaching healthy people to deadlift the same way, we're creating a brace high threshold strategy that in the long run is going to end up picking up at the lower back. If the bar or the weight's too heavy for your body to pick up, it just won't come off the floor. So again, don't resist flexion. Don't resist your body. Let your body naturally do what it needs to do. Grab a hold of the bar, adjust your hip position as needed, and then push. Again, if the bar is too heavy, it just won't come up. If it's not too heavy for your body, it'll come up. And again, you have guys like Steve Goggins deadlifting 850 in his heyday for 3 with a light touch and go, which is absurd. Jesse Norris at a body weight of 200 has done 750 for a light touch and go set of 3, and your body can't do a light touch and go set unless you're not thinking about your back. If you're trying to resist the bar with your back, there's no way you can light touch and go, right? Because you're trying to maintain that weight with your back. You need your whole system to absorb that load through your feet, not your back. And you can only do that by not resisting flexion. As soon as you resist flexion, you're more prone to getting injured, all right? If you're trying to pick that load up with your back, the first thing that's gonna go is your back. Keep that in mind, guys.